Greetings. Before we start, I'd like to pour myself a drink. Now this is Willet Pot, 47% bourbon, and it has a beautiful blend of vanilla, citrus, spices, broccoli, and a drop of live krill. How's that? Now I don't have a particular appropriate glass. This imported sparkly, crystally, slim, petite flower vase will have to do. Yes, just pour a little bit in there and let's just taste this thing. Here's how, George. I know how. Cheers. Crikey. Okay, this is for George's 200 subscriber competition over at George Allen's LPs and CDs, and sometimes a little more. Okay, so pick 3 bands, one from the 60s, one from the 70s, and one from the 80s. And it has to be under 5 minutes. Easy! First up, for the 60s, is my Beatles White Album, Super Deluxe 6 CD Blu-ray / book from 2018. Now this heavy little thing cost around 240 Australian dollars, and I don't know if the camera is picking it up, but this whole thing is still sealed. I have not opened it up yet. Well, maybe one day I will. There's the back of it, just to show you. I do own the 2019 double CD when I want to listen to it on the home system or in the car. So there it is, George, the iconic White Album from 1968. Alright, so next up we have the 70s. I thought I'd go with something different for this decade, so I went with Spooky Tooth. The album is called Witness from 1973. It's the only vinyl I have of the band. It's an average album, but I'm more interested in these musicians that formed this band. And who are the personnel? Well, if I open up the gatefold, we have far left we have Mike Harrison vocals and keyboard, Mike Kelly on drums, we have Gary Wright on vocals and keyboards, we have Mick Jones on lead guitar, and Chris Stewart on bass, which was an interesting 5-piece band, and I think very underrated blues rock band from the 70s. Okay, last for the 80s, I went for Jethro Tull's 1982 album. Let me just zoom in so you can see it a little bit better. Zoom, zoom, keep zooming, center, down, closer. Where are you? Balance, focus. Okay, so this album is the Broadsword and the Beast CD from 1982 with a lot of extra tracks on it. And in my opinion, it's probably the strongest of the early period of Jethro Tull in the 80s. Alright, I still play this one a lot compared to the other 80s Jethro Tull albums. Alright, it was a pleasure doing this for you, George. Now, how about I show you some of my tomatoes that I have picked from the greenhouse. There you go. I'll be making quite a few salads with that. Okay everyone, so long.